everybody. LinkedIn Live from Lean 42. Meet the speaker. Our Lean Leader Summit will be held in July, beginning of July, 4th of July in Munich. So if you haven't registered yet, do that, and visit us here in the beautiful city of Munich. And we have a cool agenda about enterprise architecture, lean, agile, data-driven, and a lot of other things. And running through the agenda, one of the speakers is with me today. So quickly to me, I'm Fabian Keinzinger. Fabian, I'm working as a chief consultant, as a CIO advisor with Lean 42. And with me today is Rui Lopes and critical software. And Rui, nice to have you on the LinkedIn Live today. So just tell us a little bit about yourself and about your career.
So I have a background in informatics engineering, and since I finished the master's degree, I've been working almost always with applied AI in different places. Started at the European Space Agency, and since then I've been in academy and then joined critical software again, which was actually my first place of work when I finished my degree.
Okay.
But then
you're still with your first employer. That's cool.
Yes, I went away for 7 years and then I came back because I had such a nice experience to start with. And since I came back, I've been working also with applied AI here at Critical Software for our clients.
So I saw in your resume, it's not only you studied computer science, but you specifically studied AI, artificial intelligence, or at least during your PhD studies and thesis, you already specified on artificial intelligence. This was some time ago. So how did you came to AI? How does your interest originate in AI?
I remember as if it was today, we were having this introduction to artificial intelligence course in the university. And one of the classes, one of the guys from the evolutionary computing group came into the class and told us, okay, guys, we have some spots open. If you would like to learn more and work with us, just come by someday and we'll find you something to work on. And that's how it started. I went right away to talk with them. And I actually started working on multi-agent systems and complex systems. But at the time, it was a project that was related to social sciences. It was very interesting, and it was a project that kept me as a junior researcher until the end of the master's. Then after that, I went into ESA to work on operations research, also with AI-related techniques, and more specifically, meta heuristics. And after that stint, I decided that I wanted to do the PhD back at that same lab where I started. And my PhD was actually about genetic programming. I studied representations for genetic programming. It was 4 to 5 years, and after that I went into postdoc, as many other PhD students, and there I shifted a bit more into machine learning and different applications. So I've worked from logistics to precision agriculture, oil and gas exploration. So it has been quite diverse way, I must say.
Before we come into machine learning, I think which is one of the trend topics today, genetic programming. How does it work? Is it still a thing, or is it something that was abandoned for some time?
It is still very much, I think. It's yeah. I guess it's not taught that much comparing to machine learning and nowadays generative AI. But it is a thing. You have lots of researchers all around the world working on evolutionary computation. Uh,
Mhm.
and it's mostly about trying to apply the principles of biological evolution to the
Mhm.
evolution of software programs.
Okay. And what are the main benefits if you did that, or if you do that? What are the benefits? Where does it work really well? This type of programming, this genetic programming.
Well, it is about the automatic programming of computers
Okay.
without you specifically having to tell the computer how to do it. Um, and then you try to mimic natural selection. It's the way we evolved to be what we are today.
Mhm.
And though it may be funny to think that it might work with software, it actually does. It's a
Mhm.
search algorithm, like many others that are around, where you have operators that you call like recombination, just what happens with our genes. But in
Mhm.
the end, it is a search algorithm that is searching for better programs until you reach a desired behavior.
Okay, so the continuous improvement, like evolution, genetic does, yeah, and to reach a good state, or always a kind of a better state of the program. Okay, yeah, okay, I got it. Good. Um, so now, after the PhD and when you joined critical software again, it's AI, and you're now principal AI engineer, and yeah, I would assume it's mainly about yeah, no longer the genetic engineering, but more machine learning, right? What you do.
Yeah, he has had a lot of machine learning. One of the reasons I joined Critical Software again was because we have such a diverse set of verticals and of clients that we address
Mhm.
that I expected to have very different projects from times to times. We have done a lot of different things, like from natural language processing um, applied to the most diverse industries,
Mhm.
data science, computer vision. We have done a lot of different things over the years.
So, and what you usually do is so you bring the AI into the project over all these different verticals, or um, what is your daily work with critical software?
Yeah, so typically we have um, specific teams from each industry. Let's say that in finance, typically it all starts with business development, and if they spot something that maybe could be solved with AI, or a problem that is so difficult to solve that maybe the only option is to use some kind of AI system, they will talk to us in the IT, and we'll join the conversations with the client. And then it is really a team effort, because those guys know the client the best. Then we have also principal engineers that already know the solutions that our clients have in house. They have the best knowledge about that,
Mhm.
and then we complement the team with the AI knowledge that is needed to form some kind of solution.
So the project you mentioned, I think at least also what we experience from the work with our clients is often you change something, or it's a kind of a transformation project. Yeah, you try to improve something or so. Um, so when you use AI methods, is it a kind of you have a working set of things and you apply it to the project, or is it more like you always do some kind of research again, how to solve the client's projects. How is this working? How do you do that?
It's a mix of both. We do
Yeah.
have some accelerators in house for
Mhm.
specific tasks that should be the same in every client that would want this kind of solution. So in that case, it's just a matter of customizing what we already have for a specific client. But then many other projects, you cannot do this because it's a new problem that you want to solve. And many times we start with an R&D project together with our client, just to show a proof of concept and a proof of value. And
Mhm.
once that goes okay, once we show the value to the client, then we actually have a bigger project. Let's say a productization of what we just
Mhm.
developed during that R&D part. So really, it's a mix of both, but we tend to do very customized solutions. So
Mhm.
we always have to develop things from the ground up.
If you look back at the projects, is there something I would say, well, this was one of the best results or coolest results we could achieve, or where we helped the client in a very fast way or so? Is there something you could share with us, maybe?
Yeah, this project that we're going to talk at the Lean Leaders Summit,
Oh, cool. Okay.
it's something that we have been advocates of since for many years now, maybe since 2017, 2018, which is data democratization.
Mhm.
So we have been defending that stakeholders should have access to the data when they need it and as they need it, and has to be independent from the technical teams, which always wait for the stakeholders to tell them what they want to see. And then if you want something new, you'll have to go to that team, ask them what you want, and then wait for some weeks until that specific thing is added into the dashboard or into a new report. So we have been advocates of this for quite some years now. And here to be the story of how we grew together with this client. It's the largest financial institution in Portugal. And
Mhm.
we came to solve this problem for them and to provide them this data democratization.
Mhm. Okay, so it's data driven and it's a transformation, yeah,
Yeah.
as you said. And okay, and it has been a very long project, yeah, where you had multiple stages. So I think this will be rather interesting then to learn what the different stages are, what were the steps, one after the other, maybe going in a one direction sometimes, and then correcting yourself, making another progress, and so on.
Yeah, that does happen often. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think you often learn, and also models learn. You train something and so on, and then you see, does it work or does it not work? Yeah, does it provide the results? Okay. Um, yeah. So you're talking about is also from legacy to innovation. So this also reflects the whole journey, I think, you have with the client. So it's an old, very legacy process setup, and now you have an AI-driven
Yeah,
system.
as in most AI projects, you always start with the biggest problem in this project, which is data. So
Okay.
I guess if it is data driven, we are expected to have a lot of work around data. But I do think that most people tend to underestimate the work that goes into having data ready for this kind of project. And so, yes, actually, the first part of our presentation will be about this, a little bit about how we prepared every system that was in there and built something new that was, let's say, AI ready.
Mhm. So the data you talked about, yeah, AI training, machine learning is always about data. Usually, what you need to do is, yeah, gather data. You see that you have the right amount of data. It's also diverse enough, goes in the right direction, covers all the cases. Um, was this, you said, okay, it was also a point. Did you have to work with the data, maybe manipulate it or generate new data before you could start with the project, or was there enough of it already there?
Well, it is already there, let's say, but it is scattered in many systems. And one of the things that our team, the team, had to do was to actually build synthetic data in order for the development,
Okay, yeah.
because we are talking sometimes of very sensitive data, and so
Mhm.
it's not the usual practice to have that data into development environments. And so, and actually, this part of the project where we actually developed AI on top of the data, we did the same thing. We started working with synthetic data that was used for testing. And only at a later stage did we start working with the real data.
Okay. So it was maybe a little bit about filling gaps, but also about data protection. I would say you said sensitive data. Yeah. So you kind of had some.
We are very used to this as we work mostly with critical industries, mission critical. We always have this issue of getting data into development environments. And typically, some kind of solution has to be found, has to arrange a synthetic data set that allows everyone to do their job while we don't connect to the actual data sources.
Yeah. So for everyone who's watching us live, yeah, feel free to ask questions. You can comment in the LinkedIn stream, and we'll answer it now. We have some more minutes left, so yeah, really looking forward to your talk at the summit. Then, personally, what type of AI assistant do you use? Is it Copilot? Is it ChatGPT? Or is it nothing? What do you prefer, or what do you use for your daily work? Yeah,
Yeah,
if you want to tell us, if you want to share.
as a software engineering company, we did have this, worry as the assistants start coming out because there is no point in negating the access to your engineers to this kind of tool because in the end they will use it anyway.
Yeah.
So what he tried to do is to assert which tool would be the best for this and which tool would guarantee the kind of privacy that we need when working with our clients.
Mhm.
And for this, we did a pilot project. And in the end, the tool that was chosen for the company in general, was GitHub Copilot, actually.
Mhm. Okay. And this is used in kind of then daily work with the software engineers and related roles.
Whoever wants can have a license and access to this kind of tool. We are running surveys and studies inside the company to
Mhm.
know how they are being adopted and if people really see increasing productivity or and we have had an interesting result. We know that um, as per survey results, 67% of the engineers that participated in the survey see some kind of improvement in their productivity thanks to this kind of tool. How big is that improvement? It varies a lot, but in average around 25% increase in productivity.
That's quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for sharing that numbers. Yeah, that's quite interesting. But that's also what we learn from our clients. They say, yeah, um, if we don't regulate it, it's everybody uses everything, and if it comes to software engineering, it helps. As of today, every day. Yeah, and it doesn't replace engineers, but it helps them. Yeah. So that's also our experience. So I think time is running up. Quick 10 minutes introduction. Rui, it was a pleasure to have you here on the LinkedIn Live. See you soon in Munich at the Lean Leaders Summit, and eager to hear then all the details about this long-lasting project of the financial institution in Portugal. What were the downfalls, what worked really well, and how AI helped them.
Yeah.
So thanks for everybody for watching us, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon.